Good morning, dear students. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the basics of geometry, in which we have discussed fundamental concepts, in which we saw points, lines, ray, definition of all these terms. Then we have seen concurrent points. Then we have seen intersecting points, collinear points, all these points. Now, in that also we have seen one point, that was the ray. And what was the definition of ray? A ray has a fixed point and it extends up to infinity. Now, here we are going to see the another chapter, that is angles. Okay. In this, the definition of angle comes like a ray is having a fixed point and goes up to infinity. And if I have another ray and that ray is also having that same fixed point, that means two rays having same fixed point is said to form an angle, say for example theta. This is a symbol, actually it is a symbol for the measurement of angles. We can name this as A also, angle A. Okay, so the definition of angle comes like when two rays or two or more rays having same fixed point and it extends to the infinity, then the space formed between these two is called the angle. So the angle, like if I have one point, one ray is coming this side, the another ray is coming this side, another ray is coming this side, and so on, like this. So these all are called angle 1, like angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. So in this way the definition comes out. I hope all of you understood that a ray, when it is fixed and the another ray which is having the same fixed point, then the region they form between these two angles, these two rays, is said to be forming an angle. Okay, so this is the now, based upon this condition that a ray is two ray when having same fixed position, here we are having different measurement, different types of angles. So let us say this is an angle A. The unit for measuring this angle is in degree. The unit is in degree. Like if I will say the angle is having A degree, right? A degree. So unit of measurement of angle is equal to degree. Is degree, better you write is degree, not equal to degree, and it is represented by a small circle over the name of any name of the angles. Okay, now types of angles, you can write types of angles. The very first type is acute angle. Acute angle. Now, in case of acute angle, the definition says that the angle which measures between 0 degree and 90 degree. That means your measurement will start from, suppose 1 degree, 0.001 degree to 89.99 degree and so on. So it should be between 0 and 90 degree. Then that type of measurement of angle is said to be acute angle. That type of angle is said to be acute angle. Now second we have right angle. Right angle means the angle which measures exactly 90 degree. Okay, suppose the angles, example of 90 degree will be straight line perpendicular to it. That means this angle will be exactly 90 degree. So this will be called as right angle, and we can name this as ABC. here every angle is to be measured and every angle is said to be having certain name. Like if I have A, O, B, then the angle which is to be measured is always kept in the middle. I cannot write like this BAO. This will be wrong in this case. If I write ABO, then also it will be wrong. The angle where the angle is being formed, that name should be in between. In between, I can write like this or I can write like this also. That angle should be in the between. So here it will be like right angle RT angle 90 degree, or RT angle ABC is equal to 90 degree, or directly RT angle means right angle 90 degree. Now we are having third type, that is obtuse. Obtuse angle. Now in case of obtuse angle, the definition says the angle which measures between 90 degree and 180 degree. Okay, the angle which measures between 90 and 180 degree is said to be obtuse angle. Then we are having straight line angle. So straight line angle is the angle which measures exactly 180 degree. Means the line, suppose one ray is moving this side and the other ray is moving this side, is straight line is there. That means this angle is equal to 180 degree and it is called as straight line angle. Here obtuse angle means angle greater than, suppose here we are having 90. So this angle is said to be obtuse angle. AOB is an obtuse angle. This is a right angle. This is a straight angle. Then acute angle means this part will be 180. If I have like this measurement, this, then this will be called as acute. Is an acute angle. Okay. So angle less than 90 degree is said to be acute angle, but it should be greater than 0 degree. Angle which is exactly 90 degree is said to be right angle. An angle which measures more than 90 but less than 180 is said to be obtuse angle. An angle which measures exactly 180 degree is said to be 180 degree. Now my question is, see, I have drawn this ray this side and then this side. Then in right angle it went like this. Then in obtuse angle it went like this. In straight angle it went like this. Now there may be a situation that one ray is lying this side and the another ray is also lying on this line only. It is exactly lying on the straight line only and they are moving on towards the same direction. Then what is the measure of that angle? So the answer will be, the measure of this angle will be 0 degree. If two rays are coinciding or lying on each other and moving towards same direction, then the angle formed will be equal to 0 degree. And if two rays that are extending towards infinity in a straight path, then the angle formed will be 180 degree. Understood? So 0 degree means they both are lying on each other and they are moving towards one direction. 180 degree means they are not lying on the same, not lying on each other, but they are moving towards opposite direction and possesses same fixed point. So these are the measurements, these are the values of the angles, different types of angles. I hope it is clear, and I don't think so that anything more is required in case of angles. Now we have one more term, that is perpendicular bisector. Suppose I have a line AB. This is the line AB. So first let me explain you what is bisector. The word bisector means bi means two, sector means part, two part. But bisector means two equal parts. Sector means two sections and bi means two. So the term exact meaning, literal meaning of bisector comes out to be two parts which are in equal measurement. If I have a line, say for example 7 centimeter AB, and if I measure this line and mark it exactly as 3.5 and name this as C, then this AC will be called equal to CB and this point C will be called as bisected point. The point C divides the line into two equal parts. So this is called the bisector. This C is called the bisecting point for the line AB. Now, if I draw a line 90 degree here, if I draw one 90 degree here like this, then this will be called as angle bisector. This will be called as angle bisector because of this 90 degree formation. If I have a line, if I mark it into equal halves, then they will be called as that the line has been bisected. That means that both the parts are in equal measurement, having equal measurement. But if I draw a straight line making an angle of 90 degree here with the help of compass and protector, then this line will be called as angle bisector. So this is what I wanted to tell you. This construction part we will learn in the next chapter, which will be which will include all the types of lines and how to draw the certain measurement of angles. So in this chapter, the only thing is that we have to learn about the various types of angles, and in these angles also we have two more types, that is complementary angles and supplementary angles. Now, to understand complementary angles and supplementary angles, let me explain you one term, that is adjacent angle. Adjacent angles. Now, what is the meaning of adjacent angles? Suppose I have a line. This is a ray, not line, sorry. It is a ray. One angle is formed here. Okay, this is one angle. If I draw another ray in between this, having whatever measure it may be, so this angle and this angle, these two angles are said to be adjacent angles. Why? Because they are sharing common arm. This side, this line and this line, these rays are also called as arm of the angles. Arm, ARMS, arms. Okay, ARM, arm of angles. This is another arm. Okay, arm of angle. This is like arm 1, this is arm 2, this is arm 3, this is arm 3. Okay, if they share a same boundary, if these two angles share same arm, then they are said to be adjacent angles. Now, if I have one angle like this one, say for example this, another this, can I say that they are adjacent to each other? So we will say no, they are not adjacent to each other, since they do not share the same arm. So these are not adjacent angles, but this will be called as an adjacent angles, because both of them have same fixed point and they share the same arm. They are having different points differently. One point is here, another point is here. These two are different and they do not share the same arm. So they will not be called as adjacent angle. Whereas this angle, these two angles will be called as adjacent angles. If I draw another, then I will say these all three are called adjacent to each other. See, this will be like I have say for example A, O, B, here C, here D. Then I will say DOC is adjacent to COA, but DOC will not be called as adjacent to AOB. So I can say DOC, angle DOC is adjacent to COA, but not adjacent to AOB, angle AOB. Okay, so they will be adjacent to each other, but this angle will not be adjacent to this angle. This angle will be adjacent to this angle, but this angle will not be adjacent to each other. But in either of the case, this middle angle will be adjacent of either this or this. Understood? They should, the key point to remember or to tell whether the particular angle is adjacent or not is, they should be sharing number one is that they should be sharing same common point, and second, they should be having common arm which should be shared between all the angles, between either of the angles, any of the angles, then they will be said to be as adjacent angle. Okay, now after this we have complementary angles. Now the word complementary means sum is equal to 90. Suppose I have one angle, this one and this one. Suppose if it is x angle, if it is y degree, if it is x degree and this is y degree, then their sum should always be equal to 90 degree. 90 degree. An angle is said to be complementary if the sum of both the angles is equal to 90 degree. And in the same way we have supplementary if the sum of the angles, if the sum of the two angles is equal to 180 degree, then they will be called as supplementary angles. In case of complementary, you have to see that sum of two angles should be equal to 90 degree. In case of supplementary, you have to see sum of two angles should be equal to 180 degree. If these two conditions are satisfied, then definitely those two angles will be either called as complementary or supplementary. And then here we have already seen adjacent angles. I hope with this much of concept, you all will be able to at least solve some of the questions of your exercise. Thank you.